Welcome back to another edition of Autocar India Quick News. Before we begin, allow us to remind you to please subscribe to the Autocar India channel and do make sure to leave the notifications switched on. Now let's take a look at what's happened in the automotive industry in the past week. Soon after the Citroën Basalt, Bharat NCAP has released the crash test results of the Tata Curvv, Curvv EV and the Nexon facelift. And unsurprisingly, all three SUVs have secured a 5-star safety rating.
For the adult occupant protection test, the ICE-powered coupe SUV scored 14.65 out of 16 points for the frontal offset deformable barrier test or front impact test and 14.85 points out of 16 for the side impact test, for an overall score of 29.5 out of 32 points. In the case of the child occupant protection test, the Tata Curvv secured 43.66 points out of a total of 49 points. The Curvv EV, on the other hand, performed marginally better with an overall score of 30.81 points out of 32 for adult occupant protection and 44.83 points out of a total of 49 for child occupant protection. The electric coupe SUV got 15.66 out of 16 points for the front impact test and 15.15 out of 16 for the side impact test. As for child occupant protection, the Curvv EV was awarded a dynamic score of 23.83 out of 24, a full 12 out of 12 points for CSR installation, and 9 out of 13 in vehicle assessment. The 5-star rating for the Nexon facelift comes from securing 29.41 out of a maximum of 32 points for adult occupant protection and 43.83 out of 49 for child occupant protection test. For a quick reference, when Bharat NCAP had crash tested the Nexon EV a few months ago, it had scored 29.86 for adult occupant protection and 44.95 for child occupant protection.
With the festive seasons around the corner, some manufacturers have launched special edition models with the intention to boost sales. So let's take a look at some of them. Toyota has launched a limited edition model of the urban cruiser Taisor. The limited edition is only available till the 31st of October and ranges from 10.56 lakhs to 12.88 lakh rupees ex-showroom.
The limited edition model comes complimentary with Toyota's genuine accessories worth over 20,000 rupees. The accessory package includes front and rear underspoilers, door sill guards, chrome garnish around the headlamps, all-weather 3D mats, door lamps, and more. The limited edition Taisor is only available with a 100 horsepower 1-liter turbo petrol engine paired to either a 5-speed manual or a 6-speed torque converter automatic gearbox.
Keeping the festive season in mind, Maruti Suzuki has launched a special Swift Blitz edition. The special edition is offered in the lower 5 variants of the hatchback, meaning prices range from 6.49 lakhs to 8.02 lakh rupees ex-showroom.
Apart from the features offered with respective variants, the Blitz Edition Swift will additionally get a spoiler on top of the boot, a rear underbody spoiler, fog lamps, illuminated door sills, and more. The additional kit offered with the special edition is worth over 50,000 rupees. The Blitz Edition Swift comes with both petrol and CNG powertrain options. The 1.2-liter 3-cylinder petrol engine produces 82 horsepower and 112 Nm on petrol and 70 horsepower and 112 Nm on the CNG variant.
Sticking with the Japanese manufacturer, Maruti has launched the Baleno Regal edition with prices ranging from 6.66 lakhs to 9.83 lakh rupees. Just like the Swift Blitz edition, the Regal edition adds additional accessories to the premium hatchback.
The Regal edition comes with complimentary accessories such as front underbody spoiler, a rear underbody spoiler, dual-tone seat covers, 3D mats, fog lamps, a vacuum cleaner, a body cover, Nexa cushions, and more. Depending on the variant, the Baleno Regal edition offers accessories worth between 45 and 60,000 rupees. The Regal edition Baleno is powered by a 90 horsepower, 113 Nm, 1.2-liter 4-cylinder naturally aspirated petrol engine. Transmission options include a 5-speed manual and a 5-speed AMT gearbox. The special edition is also available with a CNG powertrain with the Delta and Zeta variants.
Switching over to the world of two-wheelers, there are quite a few things to talk about. Starting with Royal Enfield. The homegrown manufacturer has released a teaser of the first electric bike that is set to be unveiled on the 4th of November. The teasers don't reveal much about the bike, but if we backtrack a little, Royal Enfield had released this image a few months ago, giving us a glimpse of the upcoming e-bike.
The image shows a bike sporting a retro design with a grid of fork setup and 2 frame tubes emerging from either side of the headstock. Going back to the teaser, we speculate that the visuals of the bike being suspended by a parachute is an attempt to link the upcoming electric bike to the brand's lineage. During World War II, Royal Enfield had developed a lightweight motorcycle that could be dropped into battlefields using parachutes. The bike in question was called Flying Flea, and we suspect that Royal Enfield will revive the nameplate for the upcoming electric bike.
Raptee, a Chennai-based electric motorcycle manufacturer, has launched its first model, the T30, for 2.39 lakh rupees ex-showroom. What makes the T30 unique is that it uses a CCS2 charging port, which makes it compatible with nearly all car charging stations across the country.
The manufacturer is yet to release information about the motor as well as the battery capacity. However, the brand has announced the real-world performance figures of the electric bike. Raptee claims that the T30 is rated for over 200 km of IDC range, which should translate to roughly 150 km in the real world. Furthermore, the brand claims that the electric bike can accelerate from 0 to 60 km per hour in 3.5 seconds. The company also claims that this is India's first motorcycle to be built on a high-voltage architecture. The exact figures are yet to be revealed, but judging by the 240V wording on its side, we presume that it's built on a 240-volt architecture. As of now, the Raptee T30 sits on a niche price range, meaning it has no direct rivals in the country at the moment.
And with that, we wrap up this week's Quick News. Thank you all for joining, and see you all next week.